Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's my clap.
Huh?
You want to keep it on you?
No, that's fine.
You sure?
I mean,
Okay. My first question for you two guys.
Yeah?
Who are you and what do you do? And I'm going to add, where are you from?
Where am I from? I am from New York, like an hour northwest of New York City, but that does not make me from upstate New York, as some of you might think. My name is Ethan Weinstein. What do I do here? I do mock trial, I do sketchy. Right now I'm trying to, get elected as class rep for 2023. Yeah, okay. What about you, Adrian? Who are you and what do you do? And where are you from?
My name's Adrian Morrison, and I like to say I'm from the streets of Brooklyn, New York, from a rough and tough place, as some may say. But,
Yeah, brownstones, tough.
no,
tough life.
not brownstones, the projects,
Yeah?
or adjacent to the projects.
Yeah.
But, what do I do a lot of things. I think I'm a student, I'm an athlete. Some may call me a student athlete, But, I think, I don't know what I want to ultimately do, but I think right now, I'd say I'm a student here at PA. Yeah, I'm enjoying my time.
You're forgetting one thing that you are.
Oh yeah, I'm also an artist.
No, the wind.
I am the wind,
Yeah.
yes.
The wind.
Due to my speed as an athlete.
Okay, my first question for you guys. What was your favorite memory this term so far? I want one specific memory.
Do you have one that comes to mind?
There are a lot of memories I like about here, but I remember one day, it was during initial quarantine, and it was raining outside, and me, Nigel, and Teddy, we went outside. It was super cold, but it was outdoors time, and it was cold, but then it started raining, and we went under the tent. And I remember we just started playing spike ball with each other, but soon enough everyone started coming out, and Nigel was playing music, and I remember he was playing Empire State of Mind, and that's when it hit me. I as soon as I heard in New York, that type of thing,
Yeah.
I was just damn, bro, I'm really here. I'm on campus. We're all playing spike ball in 30-degree weather with shorts, just in a tent. It's raining, but I don't know. I felt that day I don't know. I just I was very present that day for that hour we were outside, and I really enjoyed being with the dorm, being with everyone.
Was I there yet, or was I?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I know Theo was there.
Yeah.
And I know Daniel and Marcel and weinstein, because we were switching off in spike ball, and it was super fun. Sorry you missed it, but my second favorite moment was seeing Ethan come.
Yeah.
For the first time. Yeah, bro.
All right, I'll take it. My favorite moment was probably our first song as a dorm, because I don't know, I'm a guy who's really into music, if you don't know. And then I was really excited when I opened Theo's dorm for the first time and saw a beautiful blue guitar just sitting there. And then one weekend we made some song and we couldn't figure out what to rap about. But Adrian thought of a few interesting bars.
I mean, I am what they call a lyrical genius, of course.
Yeah. You our first track was called Busty. But you probably won't find it anywhere because it's a little too vulgar for Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music. But yeah, I just really like that because the whole dorm was involved. You got everyone on the track, either in production, songwriting, or singing/rapping. So I really enjoyed seeing all of my friends and dorm mates coming together around something I love.
And some of the pictures we took that night are so hard, with the lights and everything.
I put one of them on my platform. I put the picture of me eating chicken on my platform.
I know some of the pictures we take when we're making music, because I remember I feel before this term I didn't really realize the value of photos, because you almost freeze time when you take one. It's there forever. There will never be another photo that quite represents that certain point in time.
It's interesting because for most people, if you take a photograph of a moment you're a part of, you'll notice more in the photograph than you actually did when you were in that moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I definitely think like all the pictures we've taken this term definitely gonna stay on the camera. Maybe I won't like show them all off, but I think when I go back and like look at them, it'll make me smile. Yeah.
Next question for you guys. What is your idea of a perfect vacation?
Ooh. Gosh. I think for me to really, one thing that I need for me to have a perfect vacation is to have nothing hanging over my head. Because, like, I don't know, I could go on vacation to the best place, but, like, know that there's, like, some thing that I have to do, some assignment or whatever, and I just wouldn't enjoy myself, like, to the max. Like, I'd have a good time, but I don't know if I could go 100% relax mode, knowing that there's some stuff I have to do still. So, I don't know. There has to be nothing for me to do. Ideally, like a warm, sunny place, not super hot, because I don't really like the heat that much. I don't know. I'd like to be with friends. I like vacationing with friends, because here, I know we all live together here, but I don't know. It'd be a different environment than outside of, like, an academic one, but I don't know. Where do you want to go on a vacation with me, Adrian? Where are we going to go?
See, I think, like, I've been asked, it's funny, because I've been asked this question, like, if you could go anywhere, where would you go, like, a couple times? And I said Brazil those couple times, because I was supposed to go on a trip there summer of 2020. Yeah, summer of 2020, I was supposed to go to Brazil. But now, I think I'll switch up. I think, like...
There's some cute girls from Brazil.
I didn't say that. He did. But, But nah, I think like a perfect vacation. I kind of agree with Ethan. Like I feel like a perfect vacation should be like carefree almost. You know, like you shouldn't have to really like think of anything. You shouldn't really. It should be stress free. I guess that's the perfect vacation. I think you can kind of do that in a variety of places. I'm not super picky, whether it's like I wouldn't mind going skiing because I've never been skiing before, but I also wouldn't mind going to like maybe a warm area. So as far as the location, it's up in the air. But I think like if I was just with my friends and happy for like at least just like a week, just like chilling, and we can go and do a bunch of things and see a bunch of sights like wherever we're at. I think like like we can make the best of it.
I got a question for you, Adrian. So. Have you ever been to the beach before?
I have.
So what do you do at the beach?
What do I do at the beach?
Yeah. Because I had the whole,
swimming thing. So if you guys don't know, I'm currently unable to swim.
No, he's just too good at it that he can't show anyone.
Exactly. But so I don't go to the beach that often. I actually don't even remember because I haven't been on vacation in a while. Yeah. But when I go there, I do try to get in the water, like like maybe like around like my waist. But I don't know, like I don't exactly go too far because I don't want to die, and like because like beaches, they have like critters and stuff. They got little, like crabs, and even if like stepping on seashells can be painful if you step on it the wrong way. So sometimes I just chill. Usually I'm with my family, and sometimes I have some nice conversations with like my mom or my grandma or my aunt or whoever else is there. But yeah. What do you do at the beach, Ethan?
What do I do at the beach? Well, when I was younger, I don't know, like you, quarantine and stuff. I haven't been on vacation in over a year, maybe a year and a half. But for a very long time, like every year since I was born, except for last year, my family went to Cape Cod for like a week every summer. And I remember when I was young, we used to play this game where like we'd go to the beach like as tide was starting to rise, and we'd like build like a wall and build like a little castle and build like moats and defenses and see how long like our little castle could last with the tide rising and like smashing against it. And that's like a great memory I have at the beach. And also I remember digging like deep holes and then trying to like bury myself like neck down, which is actually kind of dangerous now that I think of it, but I don't know. Something about sand is just fun. Maybe because it's something different, but I don't know.
It's true, yeah. Sand. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends. Like sand, I don't know. Sometimes sand just gets in places it does not need to be. It's just so much
but
of
sand's
it.
exfoliating, so like you feel so like clean.
I don't.
You don't?
I feel so dirty when sand is on me.
What do you
It's
mean?
like-
It feels so good. It like scrapes off all like your dead skin cells and.
I'd rather take a shower, bro. I'd rather just hop in the shower, get my Dove Ben's Care body wash, and just scrub that shit.
Yeah.
I can put in some
Alright.
shampoo and conditioner too, get my hair looking nice.
All right.
I don't need sand to clean myself, bro. Like there's like better stuff for this.
My next question for you guys. What is your favorite thing about each other?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I like Adrian a lot because he's very, very. Two things. First thing is like I feel like Adrian can vibe in any situation. Like Adrian's there. It's a vibe. He's very chill to be around. Very calming. And he just like fits any situation really well. And also, your sense of humor is very. I don't know. It's such a good quality. I don't know. Like the kind of things that you say, I don't know. I feel like they maintain the funniness of like stupidity, but they're also a little witty, and I respect that.
I think my favorite thing about Ethan is that like he's always very upbeat and positive. And I think like I don't know. I think like Ethan, he's just like a ray of like joy, I think like everyone, I feel like a lot of the times like you meet people in your life that are just so fun to be around, just like so positive and like goofy at times, but like I think like Ethan's probably like that person I'd say like is for me, just like a bundle of joy. And he's also like very funny too, watching the sketchy performance the other day was super funny.
Yeah.
Especially the sketch about the dog.
The dog.
The
You
dog.
gone.
You gone.
Scram, you little shit, before I CCC you.
But yeah, Ethan, he's just like he's just fun to be around. Just like a positive energy, and who doesn't want good vibes?
My next question.
Sheesh.
Oh shit.
My next question. What makes you feel accomplished? Genuine accomplishment.
Should I go first?
If you want to.
All right. Two things. I really like seeing the effect of my actions. Like, if I do something and then I can see the direct impact of what I've done, and that could be like, doing something for someone, then like they're happy, or like, studying really hard for a test and then, you get a good grade on it. I like to be able to see that. But also, I don't know. I feel accomplished when I know that I've worked hard. Like, I don't know. I have Miss Lipton as my math teacher, and she's crazy hard, bro. And I've studied like hell for some tests, and I've still done poorly. But I still feel accomplished because, I don't know, I studied really hard, I worked hard, and I feel like I know the material. I mean, maybe Miss Lipton doesn't think I do, but I think I do. I don't know. But just knowing that I worked hard and being able to see what I've done, that's what really makes me feel accomplished.
Does Miss Lipton make you feel accomplished?
Miss Lipton, I saw Miss Lipton today at the barbecue, but I met her the first time crossing Salem Street, and she stopped, and I saw her and her husband, and that's when it clicked for me. I was like, wow, they're a really Jewish couple. because I walked up and she was like, oh, Ethan, hello, and her husband was like, oh, shalom, Ethan. And I was like, oh, I'm going to the JSU meeting, and she was like, oh, Shabbat shalom.
Yo.
And I was like, oh, wow, all right, because I didn't even realize, I mean, I know her last name's Lipton, but it just didn't click for me.
It's an interesting first impression of your math teacher.
Yeah.
Let's see. What makes me feel accomplished? I think, to an extent, I agree with Ethan. Just like seeing like the fruits of your labor. I think that's like a really big thing for me. But I think like another thing that really makes me happy makes me feel accomplished, is making like, I guess, people feel happy. People including myself. And so, in a sense, it's like, I study hard for a test, or I train a lot for a wrestling meet or a football game or a track meet that I have this Saturday, and, I PR or I win my match or something like that. I think
What is
it
PR?
makes personal record, or a PB for like personal best. but like it makes me happy to succeed. And as far as like making other people happy, I think like, you know, I think I'm not like super compassionate, but like when I am for like people who I care about, like for example, like I care about Ethan, I care about the guys in the dorm, right? And so like when I do things that like make them happy, or like when I crack jokes and like they laugh and things like that, I guess it makes me feel accomplished, because I feel like, I don't know, when you like brighten up someone's day, it's always like something to be proud of, you know? It shows that there's like a certain quality about you that they enjoy and that they can like derive, you know, happiness from, or laughter from, or just joy from. And so I think like for that, that's like, I guess happiness is like the main thing. Because like, I don't know, like when I like look at the world, I think like, you know, I try to think not in terms of like money or how successful someone is. I try to think, especially more recently, I try to think in terms of how fulfilled someone feels. And I think a big part of that is how much they feel like happy, basically. I'm being kind of repetitive, but like that's kind of what it is for me. And I think when I grow up, like no matter what happens, like as long as I can say like I enjoy my life, or like, I don't know, when I'm on my deathbed, that I've enjoyed my life, I've lived it to the fullest, and you know, I've made mistakes, but I've still lived a relatively good life by, you know, maximizing my own happiness and helping those around me. Like, it's a pretty good life. Yeah. It's pretty good.
That got really deep really quick. But no, I respect that. That was very... Your emotions are out there. I respect that.
I'm a pretty vulnerable guy, you know? Ladies hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm so vulnerable.
Yeah, it's revealed in your music. It's revealed in your song. Hello, people. It's like Keanu, Elise.
That's the day student squad. The day
Yeah.
student,
James.
the boys.
Who's the girl in red?
The girl? I think it's Elise and Katie.
Oh.
Or no, that's Brooke.
My next question for you guys. What is your favorite song right now, or it could be ever, and why?
I think, you know, shout out to the man behind this all, Theo. But I Tried by Slow Tie. Oh my God. I've had it on like repeat in my head for the past couple of days. And I think like, personally, I'm someone who listens to like a pretty decent amount of music. Like, when I hear a song, it goes on like the main playlist. Right now it's like 800 plus songs. And I think like the reason I Try is my favorite song is not only the production and the kind of like the somewhat mellowness of the song, but also I guess the meaning behind it. And you know, Slow Tie, he's an artist who like I don't know very well, and I haven't listened to him for a long time. But I guess when I was listening to that album, hearing him get vulnerable and hearing him say some of the things in the song, like it didn't resonate with me per se, but I empathize with him. You know, I empathize with like, I guess, how kind of sad his story is. And you know, I think it's also like a new genre. It's like UK rap, which I've never really listened to. So I think that's like probably my favorite song right now. And there's been a lot of good music recently, you know. There's a whole J. Cole album, and J. Cole is like my favorite artist of all time. Jermaine Cole,
the man himself.
The man himself, right? He's my favorite artist of all time. And even though like his album was pretty good and I really liked it, I think just like listening to I Tried like the first time the other day, just like, I don't know, it just hit me. And like I've like been blasting it, you know, either in headphones or like from my speaker like the past couple of days.
I don't know. If you know me, I don't know. It's really hard for me to like, I don't have a favorite song of all time because like, I don't know, even people, when I tell people that the Beatles are my favorite artist, they're like, oh, what song do you like? And I always tell them, I can't pick one. They did too much stuff. It's too different. And I don't know. I love it all. But I am right now able to say that there's one song that I really like, and that's Something in the Air by Thunderclap Newman. I discovered that song from the movie Almost Famous, which is like a really great movie and probably my favorite movie of all time. Based on the life of this kid who was writing for Rolling Stone when he was like 14 and 15, and he like toured with all these bands. And I like it a lot because, I mean, you see me wearing the Woodstock shirt right now. I'm a big believer in like, you know, the whole ideas of the 60s, like, you know, revolution, counterculture, you know, all that stuff, peace and love. If you've seen my room, you've probably seen all my peace posters and stuff. But I don't know, the song, I feel like that song is just a perfect culmination of all the values of the 60s and also musically as well. Like, it starts with some very, I don't know, hard-hitting but still vibey chords, some great lyrics. Then it has like a sort of psychedelic kind of bridge part that's just purely instrumental. And also one of the people in Thunderclap Newman, because Thunderclap Newman wasn't like really a band, it was just like a group of like a few songwriters that Pete Townsend got together. Pete Townsend's the guitarist for The Who, to kind of showcase the talent of these new songwriters. So the fact that Pete Townsend was attached to it makes me like it more too, because I really like The Who, one of the biggest rock and roll bands of the 60s. But yeah, I don't know. You might hear me cranking that from my window.
Crank that.
Something in the Air by Thunderclap Newman.
Yeah, I think one thing I really like about Ethan's like his like commitment to like rock music and like I guess the music he likes. Just because like I don't know, like just hearing him talk about it, because like I don't really know anything about it. It's not necessarily my favorite genre. Like I can rock with it, but like I don't listen to it like personally. But like I don't know, sometimes it just amazes me like the way he talks about it and like how much he knows about it. It's like I don't know, it's wild. Cause like I think even myself, like I listen to a lot of music, but a lot of it it's like coming out now. It's like I'm kind of with the times in a sense, but it's like I can kind of appreciate it as it drops and kind of see the evolution myself. But I think like with Ethan, it's like I don't know, maybe even more interesting because like you're looking at it from like you're looking at it in 2021, but like it came out in the 60s and everything about, you know, that time period, that old, I guess kind of old music, it's just different. And I think like even getting into it can be like a bit challenging, but like he clearly has no problem with that because like he knows everything about it. It's really impressive to me.
It's all personal research over like the past 2 years. But yeah, no, it's weird. I don't know. When I started, Beatles were like my first love. I really hated music because I just not hated, but like I just didn't vibe with all the music that was coming out today. And then actually the first album that I ever got into was the soundtrack to SpongeBob the Musical. And I never knew why until later I realized that a lot of the songs on that album were actually written by like the people in Aerosmith, Steven Tyler and Joe Perry, and actually David Bowie. And when I learned that, after having like gotten really into rock music, it really kind of, I don't know, it really made me feel valid because I still was attracted to that music when I didn't know that it was that music, you know. But yeah, and one thing you say about looking at it, stuff from the 60s in 2020, when I first started listening to Springsteen, my dad told me to check out Wrecking Ball, which is a 2012 album. So with him, it was weird because with a lot of these artists, I don't really have to like wait for new stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can look at their greatest stuff like in the, you know, in their prime, and then look at their new stuff too. And I just thought it was funny because I started with Springsteen, like his 2014 album, and then, or actually no, I think it was 2012, Wrecking Ball. But yeah, I don't know. But
last question for you guys: what is one thing you tell yourself a year from now?
One thing I tell myself a year from now,
Yeah,
like.
future. What do you tell your future self?
Well, a year from now, be the end of my upper year. College process will have begun. I'll be drowning in my 310 paper. We'll be nearing the end, and I don't know. I think I'd want to let myself know. Just enjoy the moments while it's lasting, because by then, I'll have a year left here. And to me, I feel like it's strange that I'm halfway through high school, and you know. I've been here at Andover a year, and I've like haven't been on campus that much. For like I've only been on campus for like a third of the year. So enjoy the time while you have it and appreciate it. Future Ethan, 17-year-old Ethan. Yeah, and don't let the rock music die.
Let's see, if I could say something to myself like a year from now, I'd probably tell him you're still a king, because no matter what happens, I'm still gonna be a king, bro. And I think sometimes, like, I let myself forget that. I let things demoralize me. But no matter what, I'm still a king, bro. Like, I'm me. And, like, I'm not going to let like what people say or like bad things that happen, like I guess make that go away. You know, I'll always be a king. I'm good at what I'm good at. I'm bad at what I'm bad at, but I don't care about what I'm bad at because I'm good at what I'm good at.
You're a king.
I'm a king.
Like on your shirt. You got 4 crowns.
I literally got 4 crowns on my shirt. This is literally the perfect shirt for this cult because, like, I don't know. I think at times, like, especially at Andover, like, such a rigorous school, like, I felt like I wasn't up to par and, like, a variety of things, like, whether that be, like, sports or, like, school or even, like, sometimes, like, socially. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I don't have enough friends. But, like, regardless of what happens, you know, I got the people who stick with me. You know, I do my best, and whatever comes out of that, comes out of that. But, you know, I'm a king, so it should be good anyways.
King shit.
King shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right. That's perfect. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.